So, PvPer here. I am making a tier list for those who are trying to get into the competitive PvP scene on Lost Ark to help you climb to Grandmaster. Now, I myself, I am not Grandmaster. I'm a hardstock bronze player because I played Berserker, which is okay. You know, I'm learning that, I chose the Goku route and that's just how it goes. But if you pay attention to my tier list, you'll learn how to climb to the top. You'll learn how to play with teams that are playing overpowered characters and also want to climb to the top. And yeah, so let me just start now by telling you the first most OP character in this tier, in this game, in competitive PvP is the Paladin. If you want to get Grandmaster, play Paladin, S tier. Okay. Next in the S tier rank list is Gunslinger. 0 talent. Just dodge, just dash, dodge, dash, dodge, dash, dodge, dodge, dash, and shoot your guns. Easy clap. S tier. Next in the S tier list, we added Artillerist. Also, brain dead class. Very simple, Grandmaster worthy class. It doesn't take any talent to get to play this class, and you'll easily get Grandmaster with this class. Play this class if you want to get Grandmaster or Diamond. Easy clap. Next in the list is Bard. Pretty ridiculous class in competitive PvP. It can heal your teammates and it has unlimited CC for some weird reason. And it's also push immune to almost everything, like it's literally a girl wearing a little dress and you cannot stun her. You can't do anything to this Bard because I don't know, it's the way they designed it in Korea. That's just how they like their girls, unpushable. Next in the S tier list is there any more in the S tier? I would say you know what, I'm just gonna throw Sork in there because Sork is just about as ridiculous as Bard, except it does a lot of damage, a lot of CC, and it can dash a million times, also like a Gunslinger. It is ridiculous once you have it once you got it all down. You can pretty much do anything you want with the Sork. Ridiculous AoE, ridiculous overall damage. Yeah, so that's S tier with S tier list characters. So if you have any of these in your team, just consider yourself probably going to win, especially if you have 2 of them, or if you're one of them, high chance of winning. Now in the A rank in the tier list, first I will put Deathblade here because Deathblade is actually, it requires a little bit of skill, skill, Lost Ark skill, skill. Yeah, anyway, so definitely Deathblade. If you want to climb, you can easily get to Grandmaster or Diamond with the Deathblade. Next, I would also put Shadowhunter. Ridiculous CC, push immunity, long range, also melee. Doesn't make sense, but requires skill because you have to aim to some extent and know how to enter and leave fights. Next in the A tier list, I would add every single one of these classes, that being Scrapper, Striker, and War Dancer. Literally all broken, ridiculous amount of CC and mobility. All 3 of them, literally they make 0 sense, but they're in the game. If you would like to get Grandmaster or Diamond, you have to play, you don't have to play these classes. You can always play these classes, but you can play these classes, but they require a little bit of skill. That's why they're not S. All right. In order to be an S tier, you can't require skill. You don't need talent. Okay. In order to be up here, you don't need talent. So these, no talent, no skill. You can just play them and you get Grandmaster. Just stand there and press buttons, you'll get Grandmaster. Next in the A tier list, I want to add Gunlancer. Gunlancer is nuts. Actually, Gunlancer is pretty nice on teams. It's like more of a supportive character, kind of. Doesn't have any real executes, but it has a lot of shields and it can keep your team up and survive a lot of damage. It's pretty nice. I like Gunlancer. I love when I get a Gunlancer on my team if he's good. Yeah, shout outs to Gunlancer. It's probably the only real, you know, worthy class of being in the A tier list, and Deathblade of course, but this class requires a little bit of skill and understanding, and you will be able to get Grandmaster or Diamond with this class. You just check the ranking or play on a Xena. But in the next, we're going B. In the B list, in the B tier list, there's I guess Sharpshooter in the B list. Why? Because this requires a lot more skill than these two tiers. So B, the lower it goes, the more skill required. Okay, more skill required and the more understanding to some extent. Sharpshooter requires a little bit of understanding. You can go stealth with this class, which is pretty nice, and it has a lot of mobility, and it's ranged. Now it's B because you have to aim and you have to know which skills you're using to combo and stagger, etc., know how to leave and enter fights. There's not really any other classes that are currently out in NA that I could just throw on the B tier list right now, so I guess Sharpshooter is the only one that's gonna sit in the B tier list for now. I can't put Sophist there because Sophist is C tier. Why? Because it requires way more skill. This class, if you learn how to play this class, it can easily be S tier, right? Because it is very nice. It has nice range. It can also combo melee. It's got mobility, but it requires a lot of skill, knowledge, and understanding in order to, you know, hit all those moves and execute. Okay, so Sophist, C tier, but not a bad class. So if you're playing a Sophist, just know you have to work really hard and you'll be able to get Grandmaster with a Sophist. But you're not going to see anyone in the actual rankings doing that because everybody has no talent. Okay, so anyway, I know you're probably wondering again, why isn't there a Berserker in this list? Berserker, don't play Berserker in competitive PvP. You will be bronze forever. As a bronze player myself that plays Berserker, you can go games where you have 10 kills and you will still be bronze. Okay, being a Berserker does not mean you will climb. Okay, you can only climb a Berserker if you're playing with a team and it's coordinated. Okay, so if you are playing a Berserker and you get maybe one of a S tier member and an A member, if you have the skill to match them, maybe you can win those matches. But chances are, playing Berserker, you're just gonna have a very sluggish time. Let's just say that. So there's no E tier here, and I don't want to put it in the D tier because it's like that's giving it too much credit. But because D tier is the lowest, that's where it's gonna go. All these other classes that you see down here are not available yet on NA. Oh, cap. Deadeye is available. I will put Deadeye in the B tier list because it's the male version of the Gunslinger, and everybody knows that you don't play males in this game. You only play females. So yeah, it's a debuff because it's a male, and even though they pretty much have the same skills and overall style, because it's a male, there's a bit of a debuff. So yeah, that's it for my tier list. If you like this tier list and it's helpful to you, make sure you leave a comment and subscribe. Yeah, okay, all right, bye. And check my stream, link below. Okay.
I feel like Lil J, I ride with an XD. That little boy's SD, ooh, XD. Who gon' shoot something we know you not, you can't get next to me.